Hello, 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 and welcome. I am trying some new technology tonight, and I'm trying a three-camera setup. Now, they're all the same shot, basically, so if you see me looking around, that would be why. So welcome to the Hoopla Y'all show. I am your host, Shay Rippinger, and today's theme is Dance It Out. So this is a cool thing. I'm on my second of the WTF 3X challenge, second week of that, and that's pretty exciting. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into this week's live action on that. So, and what is the WTF? That is, I'm testing it in the beta format right now, but it is the Work It, Try It, Free Flow, Fly It, otherwise known as the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday challenge. So we're doing it for 3 weeks. We're on week 2. And if you haven't already signed up yet, it's not too late. You can still join in and win some prizes too. I think we already know who's going to be the prize winner for this past week's efforts. So anyway, he doesn't know yet, but anyway. I'm so excited about that. All right, so tonight's theme is Dance It Out. So with the Hoop Love Y'all show, what I try and do is do health, humor, and hooping. Okay, so those 3 things, and I try and keep it in a nice, tight 20 minutes or less format. So I do broadcast this live, so it is live. I even have a kitty to prove it. Oh, there we go. There she goes. Okay, cat cameo. She wants to be fed right now. So, but anyway, she always does this for the Hoop Love Y'all show. So anyway, alrighty. I'm so happy to have her because she is, let's hear, she's going to be, I think, let's hear, I think she's 19 years old now. 19, yeah, 19, right? For a cat, that's amazing, right? Okay, so anyway. Yeah, meow, meow, meow. Okay, so for the health portion of tonight's Dance It Out is the health tidbit is to warm up and cool it down. So before you dance it out, you need to warm it up and then cool it out. So what I highly recommend is to physically actually do that. So one of the reasons why I recommend doing this is that when you do warm up your body, let's say, actually, when you don't, that's when pain, injuries, all kinds of things can occur. So if you warm up and cool down, it's really important for the body because you will have more longevity with what you're trying to do. So if you want to dance, if you want to hoop, if you want to just live life and be active and mobile, warming up and cooling down is very handy and helpful. So yeah, a couple of my favorite warm-up activities. I love hand exercises because we forget to do hand exercises. So I'll give you a couple of them for warm-up stuff. And tune in to the end of the show and towards it, not the end. The third segment of the show, I'm going to tease it out here. We're going to be working on some breaks. So that's going to look like, oh, I just lost my light here. There we go. Okay. Hopefully the light is okay on one of the cameras. It's okay. Anyway, so breaks are these things where you change direction of the hoop. So we're going to tune in for that. That's going to be in just a little bit. We'll just stick that down here for now. And hi, Vicki. Hi, Bill. Thanks for watching live. Really appreciate it. And whether you're watching live or watching a recording, I greatly appreciate it. Hi to all the WTFers out there. I already explained what you guys are. So the Work It, Try It, Free Flow, Fly It. That's a mouthful. People, all my hip to hoopla people, and just hoopers, friends, whoever's watching, thank you so much for watching. So, and I'm also trying something new with this, with the 3-camera setup here. So, again, I got one there, one there, one there. Okay. Let's see how this works. All right. So, again, back to one of my favorite, like I said, warming up the hands is really good. Hands, wrists. My husband especially loves some of these things, and I really highly recommend that he does these, and I try and remind him. He does them on his own, but it's less massage work for me. When he's a musician, so he uses his hands a lot. So working out and stretching out his hands before either golf or golf or guitar playing, because he's a musician, he's a professional musician, and plays guitar and sings. So all of those things need to be warmed up. So, and hi, Vicky. Vicky says, hi, Shay, you helped me. So thank you so much, Vicky. That is so sweet. So with the hands, a couple of things. I like to rotate them out. And what I call this is kind of like how you would rotate a doorknob. So you want to rotate both hands out. Here we go. Make sure I'm in one of the cameras. I was out of one of the cameras there. Luckily, I can see most of the shots here. Modern technology. And what you do in one direction, you want to do in the other direction. I know it might seem weird to do stuff. It might feel weird to do it, but try it anyway. It may not be the most graceful, nor is my talking for that matter. Hey, health, humor, and hooping. Remember, that's the humor part of this. Okay, so here's another one that I like, and this is a fun one. It's like you're releasing a ball, or I like to say like you're flicking water off your hands. You know when you go to dry your hands and you're just trying to get water off your hands. So we want to try and do that. That's really helpful for getting the hands warmed up. So let's see, that's one, that's two, that's one. I won't count that as two, but and then the two there. And then this is also one of my other favorite hand warm-up activities, which is, oh, good. And Vicky says she does these. Good. Very good. Is this one. So you want to take your hand, flip it over, and take your other hand, and you want to make sure not just to grab these fingers here, but to grab all 5 fingers and gently pull them back. So with warm-ups, you want to try and move around first before you stretch. So that's a real key health tip on warm-ups, on successful warm-ups. Otherwise, you can pull things. So whatever you do on one hand, do on the other hand. So make sure you grab the other hand. And when I say grab, gently pull. And then make sure you grab that thumb, so press it back. And if any of these things are a little hard to do, so like let's say if a straight arm is hard to do, just take the bent arm and do what you can with this. So you could just do this, and there's a gentle stretch here. Or you could do a full extension if you want and do a gentle stretch here. You can also take a variation of this and move this around a little bit. So again, make sure that you're a little bit warmed up with movement first before you even do the stretchy part of the warm-up. So, and then also to cool down, I do a lot of the same activities to cool down as well. So again, those are just 3 little examples of hand warm-ups, and those are going to be handy in the breaks too. So when you're using your hands a lot and your wrist action and your fingers and all that kind of good stuff, and you want to keep these nice and mobile, then try these hand warm-ups, and that will help. Okay, so on that note, let's do a little, I'm going to do it with jazz hands. We're going to do a little laughter yoga exercise. I like to do that as part of the humor of this. We have just a position here real quick. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice deep breath in. So laughter yoga is all about getting a lot of oxygenation in the lungs and smiling and just having a good time with this. This is a fake it till you make it laughter. So it doesn't have to be the real like, I'm laughing legitimately or whatever. It's not about that. It's just about getting some good breath work into the lungs and having a good time trying it. So we're going to try this 3 times. I'm going to try getting my mouth working with my brain. All right, so we're going to take a nice deep inhale in. And one of the comments is, yep, mine requires these. MS requires these. So Vicky has MS, multiple sclerosis. I can almost pronounce that. And so that is that really hinders mobility. So doing these can help. And you know, there's going to be days, and I don't care if you have limited mobility or full range of mobility, there are days that we wake up that these are different for all of us. So, and as you get older, you know this to be the case. I'm finally admitting to getting older. Shh, don't tell anybody. And so anyway, I'm feeling the effects of it. Even when I just sit down at the computer, I get up, I'm like, I'm one of those people that makes noise getting up like, try not to do it on camera, but you know, in real life, that's what happens. So that's behind the scenes. behind the scenes of what reality looks like. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to take this with prayer hands, and we're going to jazz hand rain it out with a laugh. Okay, so do this with me, and we're just doing it 3 times. So just play along with the home game. Ready? And we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and then we're going to exhale through the mouth. Ready? Inhale in, and then exhale, jazz hands, laugh it out. Inhale it in, and then exhale really big, jazz hands it out. Remember to wiggle those fingertips because we're working on those hand warm-ups. So 3rd time. Ready? Inhale it in, and exhale it out. Now, a lovely part of the laughter yoga exercise is the conclusion of a laughter yoga exercise. We're going to do a little bit more hand activity right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands together, and we're going to do this twice. We clap together, and we go, very good, yay. Do it again with me. Very good, yay. So, and one of the reasons why we do this is when you do this and you gently, I was going to say smack, do not smack. When you gently slap your hands together like so, you are activating a lot of the acupressure points that are in your hands. So you have acupressure points in your ears, in your hands, and in your feetsies too. So yeah, I hit all of those. So you can even tickle yourself. So if you so desire. But anyway, so that's the laughter yoga exercise that I wanted to do with you today. And now to the hooping. So also as part of the hooping, since today's theme for this show is dance it out. And excuse me if my lighting is a little funky here, and I'm trying to catch comments on. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to catch comments on the 3 camera setup that I've got going today. There is some weird funky lighting going on here. Anyway, so what we're doing, let's grab a hoop that is a little bit smaller. This is going to have to do for now. The ones that I actually wanted to use are in the other room, but for all intents and purposes, let's use this one for right now. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is a hoop break. So what these are going to look like is you're switching directions with these. Kitty's coming in at my feet, so she's going to totally trip me up. Yes, I'm getting some laughter, live laughter on the feed here. So, okay, so what we're doing is so you can actually do this, and this doesn't require a great deal of skill. So what you want to do is just throw it in one direction, throw it nice and even. And we're just doing waist breaks for right now. There's a ton of variations on breaks. So we're going to throw it in one direction and throw it in the other direction. And what we're going to do is we're going to catch. So at first you can do a 2-handed catch, 2-hand, 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 2-hand. And for the breaks we want to catch, we're going to do this as a grab maneuver. And when you're grabbing, I'm gently twisting with this too. So I can just literally toss it from one side to the other. So I'm going just half a rotation, half, half, half. I guess it's a full rotation. Anyway, you're going once around with it. So just once. You can also go 2. Oh, there's 1. 2. So this is a 2-hand grab. Notice here's part of the technique of that little break action going on there. And this is just the how-to part of it. You're going to have the hands tucked into the small of the back here. So the small of the back, and tuck that in nice and tight. And that's kind of that natural waist hooping section right there. Okay. So right here. And if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in, and I will try and answer them live if I see them coming in. So the light is a little funky in here, but that's okay. It's beautiful. I'm so thankful for the light and the bright and the sunshine. So it's just making some of the camera work interesting. Okay, so this is a 2-handed break. So what's happening is I'm grabbing and breaking and changing direction. The break is the change of the direction with 2 hands. You can also do it with 1 hand. These are both grab variations. And what I mean by grab is you're literally grabbing onto the hoop and throwing it in the other direction, grabbing the hoop, throwing it in the other direction. And then you can also go 1 hand, 1 hand, 1 hand, 1 hand. And then you can also take this variation into where you're doing an open hand. There's all kinds of variations with this, and then you can start getting it from the inside, where I'm actually doing this. I'm actually bringing this up to the chest. This is another variation of breaks, is bringing it up here. You can also do this as a grab, 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 grab. You can also change this on an angle. You can do all kinds of things with this. So that is a really quick demo on the breaks and some tips and tricks to get that going. So hopefully that helps out in your variations of hooping. Okay, so now that's the hooping trick of today. And the little dance it out part is you can try this with the breaks. I don't know how well this is going to work. Sometimes I don't road test all of these things before I go live, but I have them written down on my notes, so Post-its and all. And so anyway, sometimes I just have to work it out live. Plus, also, I want to go with the commentary of how it goes live, because that's part of the nature of the show. And yes. Okay, so what was my point of this? Oh, dancing. Dance it out. That was the theme of the show, is dance it out. So one of the things I want to show you. Now, you want to actually try this without the hoop. So for right now, I'm going to just set the hoop down. Let's see if it plays nice. No, it won't. Okay, so I can set it down back here. So what I want you to do is I'm just going to do some upper body dance stuff. Here we go. My lighting is changing again. Okay, so it's doing some automatic things, even though I have gorgeous natural lights to have. There it is. Okay, there's my natural lighting. Okay, it's what my camera wants to focus on. All right, so I'm going to move in a little bit closer for the sake of the camera and do these kind of half standing in a weird position. If you saw what my body is doing to be able to be in camera, it's pretty hilarious. Okay, so what we're going to do is a little upper body dance movement. And so you can do this while waist hooping, but I want you to practice it without the hoop first. So I want you to get just a chest isolation. And what I mean by isolation, okay, so now I'm in just like a plie formation. So get back up here. This is what my lower body is doing. So you can actually get this going. And actually, this is a really good posture to do this chest work so that your lower body stays solid and you just work on the upper portion, which is where we're focusing on right now, which is just the chest. So you can get the shoulder movement in here, and you're just moving this part back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm not moving this part. That's not the chest, just this part. So you can also get this going in a little alternation, not a word, alternating shoulder. You're just going to pop it forward. So pop the right one forward, pop the left one forward, pop, pop, pop. Now with the hands, what I'm doing with this, don't forget your appendages. So with dance, part of that is getting that in there. So now when you're hooping, now you have like a little boom, 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 boom. And you also have this doom, 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 doom. Okay, sound effects for what those moves look like. Okay, putting it all together, and let's see if we can try that with the breaks. So first, just get it with the waist hooping and getting boom, side. I'm hitting everything in this small space. Okay, and I want to take you on a studio tour of what my new studio is going to look like. My new office, I should say. We have 3 stages. I have my little teeny tiny little hallway office right now, and that is doing lovely. I'm very thankful for that. And then I've got my husband has been so lovely as to get these beautiful sheds built, and so those are going to be are his and her office, a she shed and a he shed. So they're really nice, and they're so those are going to be really fun. And so I'll soon be, hopefully, knock on wood, broadcasting live. Let's see if the dogs bark on that. They'll probably think somebody's trying to come in. Anyway, because I am literally at the back door. Okay, so all right, so getting those dance moves in. So yeah, and also you can just, nobody said that the hoop has to be going around your waist at the same time. So you could be just doing like so. So again, my hips are stationary and I'm just getting that side to side motion of getting the shoulders going. Or we can get that shoulder alternating one. So the shoulder alternating one is a little easier to do with the waist hooping. So boom, 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 boom. And it doesn't mean you have to go ding, 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 ding. You don't have to do it as a fast shimmy if you don't want to. You can do it as slow as 1 and keep it going waist hooping. Just gotta move the chair. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so and I keep hitting everything with the hoop. So make sure you have enough space if you are waist hooping. But also, let's say you're in a small space like me, and you have a teeny tiny hoop. Okay, so this is a small hoop. So here's how you can dance and do some off body. Get that upper body going, or boom, 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 boom. So that's how you can dance it out with your hoop and get that involved. So all hoop tricks aren't just necessarily about the hoop tricks, in my humble opinion. Okay, so I've been teaching dance for over 3 decades. So yeah, that's a lot of time to be teaching dance, to be experiencing dance, teaching dance, all that kind of good stuff. All right, well, I did promise to keep this on time and short, so I'm going to try and honor that. I went a little over today, but I gave you some extra bonus material today. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching from whichever camera you're on. Watching from, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. If you haven't already, let's hear. I'm on Instagram. I'm hip the Hoopla everywhere. So Facebook, I have a Facebook page. Please go and hit and like that. I have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to reach, if you're watching this, while my subscribers are on I'm under 1,000 right now, and YouTube changed my live feed options, so I can't live feed anymore. So without like major efforts, technology efforts. So go hit the subscribe on there if you can, please. I would really appreciate that. Share and like that. Do the thumbs up and comments on the videos, because when you do that, social sharing and caring and all that kind of good stuff, the feeds are sent out to more people. So I really appreciate that. And I want to help more people. So whether it be working with you or just getting some of this material to you for free. Free is, I always say, free is in my budget. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I am Shay Rippinger of Hip the Hoopla. Thank you so much for watching. Rock on, peace out, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Let's hear number 69. Today was number 68. All right, take care. Bye.